Data sanitization are techniques designed to remove information, remove sensitive information while keeping, or from a device, from a storage device, while keeping that device intact. This is different than data destruction, which may or may not destroy the device entirely. So if an organization wants to reuse a device or maybe donate a device, they want to use data sanitization. When a file is deleted from a traditional hard drive, it's not removed entirely. What happens is that file is allocated or marked to be overwritten. Okay, and when that happens, the file system doesn't delete the information right away. It doesn't purge the information from the drive right away. It'll mark that space on the drive to be overwritten in the future. And this is far more processor friendly to do it in this manner than to purge the information from the drive. Next time information is stored on the drive, it can be overwritten to that location that was marked to be overwritten, but the data doesn't go away right away. Wiping is a process to remove all remnants, all of those areas that were marked to be overwritten, and purge them entirely. So this process usually involves overwriting an area multiple times with random bits of ones and zeros. This ensures that all residual data is deleted and that you have basically a blank hard drive. Wiping is a very good method of sanitization for private cloud models, but it's not useful for public, community, or hybrid clouds because the organization does not have full access to the physical device. When it comes to solid state drives, those drives have to be sanitized in a specific way. Wiping techniques that use or work on hard disk drives don't work with solid state drives. Oftentimes, to completely wipe information from solid state drives, many organizations find it's very difficult unless you use specific utilities. A lot of organizations just opt to destroy the information entirely. Specific utilities are required to wipe information from a solid state drive. File shredding is a process of identifying specific locations, specific files and folders, and then overrunning those areas particularly with random bits of ones and zeros. So it's a method of file wiping, but for specific areas. So this allows for sanitization of portions of a hard drive. This can be very useful if only a few key pieces of sensitive information need to be purged for a drive, but everything else needs to remain intact. Purging is a general term used to remove all sensitive information from a drive. So if a drive can be reused, but sensitive information needs to be removed, and then the drive is fine. Or if it can be donated and the organization just has maybe one or two pieces of sensitive information, they can do what's known as purging and remove that sensitive information, remove any residual information associated with it, and in that way they don't have to purge the entire drive. Purging can be risky, however, if the organization fails to identify correctly all the sensitive information that's on that drive. Cryptographic erase is the best way of removing information from a cloud system. This process involves encrypting the information and then purposely destroying the cryptographic key. In this way, what you're left with is a group of encrypted data that cannot be recovered and cannot be decrypted. This is also known as crypto shredding. And this leaves the folders, this leaves the data in an irretrievable state. Sure, you can choose to delete that data later, but by encrypting the data first, you've ensured that even if residual data is recovered, it's recovered in encrypted state and cannot be decrypted. I mean, granted, it can be decrypted if you use maybe brute force techniques, but if you use a strong encryption algorithm like AES 256, it is very highly unlikely that that data will ever be recovered. So in environments like public clouds where the customer does not own or does not have access to the physical drive and the physical storage location, then the customer should use cryptographic erase or crypto shredding. It's absolutely the best method to ensure that data is sanitized from public, hybrid, and community clouds.